Douglas, first off, give me your reaction to the verdict today.
It was a sense of relief. It really was. Everyone was waiting on pins and needles. Someone tweeted at me earlier today and said they were nervous. I said I'm nervous as well. It was very interesting that, I've never been nervous to hear the outcome of a court case before, but this one really had people very anxious, and a sense of relief washed over me when I first heard the first guilty verdict. And then I knew after they convicted him on the first verdict that the other two dominoes would fall. So it was just very big sense of relief, and okay, we can relax and try to focus on the road ahead.
And Douglas, speaking of roads, we're looking at a road in Minneapolis right now. Lots of people out on the streets demonstrating. We've seen drums, we've seen dancing, we've seen hugs, we've seen tears. And we've heard from some of these people on the streets of Minneapolis, some of them saying, we're getting somewhere in this country. Another saying, this is a new day in America. But I think the most measured response was someone who said, this is not the ceiling, this is the floor. This verdict doesn't erase a lot of the problems that sent these people out on the streets this summer, does it?
It does not. And I can totally identify with what that person said when they said this is the floor, but we were all just happy that the floor was not breached. There was a mound of evidence against this officer for the charges that he was convicted with. And the prosecution did a masterful job of proving their case to the jury. And so, we would just hope that there would be other cases where we can see that the officer is guilty and perhaps there's not as much evidence, but we can still get a conviction in these cases. So that's kind of what we're looking at here, because this is really an anomaly to have this much evidence. I mean, remember, this was a worldwide protests regarding George Floyd. There were protests all over the globe. So this is unprecedented in terms of these cases of police violence against black males. So, again, like I said, we can regroup and get started on the road ahead, but we do have a long road ahead of us. But the most important thing is that we were able to get this big obstacle out of the way so that we can move forward.